Are live. What's good, y'all? This is Tico Trend. I'm here with Blind Assassin, MiGTOW, Jay MiGTOW, Chronicles of AJ and MiGTOW in the win, and we're waiting for Jenky show to show the hell up, but he's the one that got this together, and he's pretty much, I think he's probably trying to find Acidic Wiz so he can get in. Um, but yeah, we're going to do this live stream. I don't know what the topic was actually supposed to be because Jenky didn't tell me, so we're just going to wing it like we always do on most of our channels. We're going to talk about some shit.
Alrighty, let's do this. Let's get fornicated sideways.
Let's get it popping. Anybody want to start off first with a topic?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna let the break kick in.
I was gonna talk about the topic of just feminism in general, which I think of.
Okay. What about it? What about it, Jay?
Feminism is like just really an excuse for this women just to give what the fuck they want, basically, to be.
Oh, definitely, it is most definitely. And the thing about feminism is basically like it's basically female nature. In what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? It's basically female nature put on Front Street for the most part. And this is what a lot of men fail to realize. Like all this shit that they're talking about is basically female nature 101 because they just want the attention. They basically read about shit so they can get the attention, so they can change shit, so they can favor them. Female nature 101. They do shit. They cry about shit. They whine about shit. They read about shit. Then they get shit changed for them. Then they're happy. Then all of a sudden they're unhappy. But they got to go find something else to actually go change and fix for the most part.
Yep.
It's a nation killer. It's a nation killer.
Well, it's not even that. It's not even the fact that it's a nation killer. It's more or less the fact that if you have a bunch of people that's capitulating to them and letting them do this shit, you're going to run into this problem no matter what, and no matter how much you like it or not. It is what it is. However, if you come from a country where like you don't play that shit, like a good example of that is a lot of the Latin American countries, despite the fact that they do have feminism is held at bay by nationalism. Like, fuck all that shit you got going on. We're Mexican. Fuck all that shit you got going on. We're Costa Rican. Fuck all that shit you got going on. We're from this country for the most part. And this is what I've noticed about like a lot of the countries that keep it at bay for the most part. They tend to hold everything at bay, let it be racism, let it be classism, let it be all this other shit. It's held at bay by nationalism.
Damn.
Like if you're Costa Rican, you're not a black Costa Rican, you're just Costa Rican.
Right.
That's fucked up.
What you say?
That's fucked up.
Why you say that?
Because I want to be a black Costa. Like let's say if I'm Chinese, I want to be like a black Chinese person. I don't want to be just Asian. Okay, I'm Asian, but I'm a black Asian. I like to play basketball. I like to wear Jordans. Like that.
Well, no, I mean you're allowed to do extra shit, but like you're not seen as like how they see you in America. You're African American, or you're Asian American, or you're Arab American. You're just fucking Costa Rican in Costa Rica.
Right.
No, damn.
That's what I mean by that. I don't mean like they take away your identity. They basically say you're just Costa Rican. We're not going
you're basically a part of the country, not a section of it.
They basically make you feel like you're actually a part of the country, whereas in America they make you feel like you're a section of the country.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Because you kind of figure, and they do it in America all the time. Like, they'll say, "Well, there's no such thing as race. We're all one human race." Then when voting comes around and the election comes around, we're trying to get the black vote, we're trying to get the Asian vote, we're trying to get the Arab vote, we're trying to get the Latin vote.
They do everybody for the most part.
Everybody's vying for the black vote, or everybody's vying for the Asian vote. It's like they break you up in America all the time. But like in Costa Rica, it's like we just want to get votes. That's it. We just want to vote. We want to do the right thing for the country and everybody in the country.
I had a white girl say that to me. You're not a black guy. I'm like, bitch, I eat fried chicken every day. Like, come on.
What's this watermelon I got in my other hand?
yeah. I'm black. Yeah, it's okay. You can call me black. I don't see color. I don't see color. I hate that shit.
Because I hate that shit because I'm actually colorblind. So that pisses me off to no end when somebody says that. Like, bitch, how you not see color? I don't see color. How do you not see color?
I can give you an example of why they do that, so that they know who they're going after, you know, so that they know who they're screwing, what they're getting ready to screw up, you know, so they can at least paint a picture of the people who, or paint a kind of demographic picture of people who they're about to screw.
I think it's more or less the fact that they say that shit just so they can virtue signal.
Pretty much.
Like, well, I don't see color, so I love everybody. Like, no, you don't. No, you don't. So look at it like this: if you don't see color, but you're not willing to actually date somebody from that culture or that race, you're pretty much low key. And by your definition, when you say men that don't like certain women, you're low key phobic of that race or that group of people for the most part. Using your logic and your argument against you, basically, that's what it is.
Well, I'm gonna say this: if it wasn't for the fact that I'm MGTOW, I wouldn't touch black women. It's just that.
Well, yeah. Because I remember I got told I was racist the one time because I don't date white women.
Well, then they hate me.
I'm not racist. I just have a preference. It's okay.
Same thing with me, Chico. I got called racist because I wouldn't date a lot of white women.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't date white women either.
Yeah, like I mean, it's one thing. It's one thing. Like I look at it like this.
Yeah, me neither.
If you're Latina and you're white and you're from a Latin country that I grew up in, or around the country I grew up in, okay, I'm fine with that. I'll date you. However, if you're just like Russian or European or American, then I'm probably not going to date you. Hell, I don't even date fucking date American women.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I think
all my experiences with women is in America, so I don't have too many any overseas experience with women. And for me, dealing with American women, from what I've dealt with, I'd rather shoot myself on the foot. If you put a gun to my head and tell me to date an American woman, black, otherwise, pick a choice, I'd help you pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
I would help you pull the damn trigger, because I'm not going to shack you up with some ungrateful.
AJ, Thing said what's up, by the way, in the chat.
Like, I don't call them women. I call them.
What's up, man? What's up, James? What's up, man?
This is the one, Jay. You can't see that. I'll just say what's up, Jay.
Yeah.
Yo.
Y'all type it in the private chat. Only I can see that. Duzanes can't see it. Well, Duzane can jump in if he wants to, since Jenky didn't show up, and I'll just pretty much kick somebody out if Jenky shows up.
Yeah, Jenky shows up. Don't hesitate. I don't care.
Yeah, where's Jenky at?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for him to show up. He's the one that got this together. Now I got to run the shit without him and shit. What the shit is this?
Jenky, baby, where you at, baby? Jenky.
For real.
If Jenky shows up and you gotta kick somebody off, I'm just holding the tail and watching.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's like, I don't call American women, I call them females, because for the most part they ain't nothing but animals.
Oh, did AJ call out or did no? Oh damn. Jay fell out. He'll be back.
No, it ain't to me. It ain't nothing but animals. You know, in its basic form. Now, if I would go overseas and see roughly the same thing, I just call them females.
Mm-hmm.
But I have yet, in my 32 years of living, to see an actual woman in America. Actually, wait, let me rephrase that. I have yet, and holy shit, it's in 2001 since we got. actually to see a woman outside of my family, an actual woman outside of my family. The rest is female. You know, I mean, come on. Can you honestly say that there are any women in America? Anybody?
No,
Hell no.
Hell no.
Well,
Not for real.
No.
But it's
This is
all
why
like,
SYSBM exists. SYSBM exists. They basically take their shit elsewhere. If they say they got fucked up shit here, they rather go somewhere else and actually have better chances of actually having a successful relationship. But the thing about SYSBM is they're at least smart enough not to bring the heifer back home.
right.
Whereas most
And
men
it's like,
most men brought their woman back home and they found out very quickly, like, influence much?
yeah,
Influence of your country
yeah,
much?
yeah, pretty much. But the thing is, it was like to find an actual woman in America, you have to look. It's like looking for a straw in the needle stack. Yeah, I don't know if y'all. I know y'all heard the term "needle in the haystack," which is less
No,
painful.
sweetheart. He's in this. You want in there, sweetheart? In the last stream, he's another MGTOW content creator. I haven't really talked to in a while.
I mean, if Jenky show up, I don't care. I'm just holding the tail and watching. You know, keeping the bench warm. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if y'all heard the term "needle in the haystack," which is less painful.
Sweetheart. He's in this. You want in there, sweetheart? In the last stream, he's another MiGTOW content creator. We got a live stream going on in the background. You might want to turn that down or mute that. Remember that? What's up?
But I call looking for straw in the needle stack. You know, reason being is that, I mean, it's pretty much what it is. You're going to get stuck. You're going to get stuck looking for this freaking woman. You're going to get, you got all sorts of needles in this pile. You've got hypodermic needles that have been used and some of them that are fresh. You've got sewing needles that are fresh and rusted. So you're either going to get stuck, you're going to get stuck and bled out in the disease, stuck in and you're going to need a tetanus shot before you ever find this one straw.
Absolutely, man.
So why am I MGTOW? And I've never been married. I've messed around a bit, but I've never been married. I ain't got no kids.
Me either, man. That's like a pointless too. Like when I feel like when a person have kids, you feel like he just giving her more power, you know.
You're giving them all more wood to put on the fire. You're giving them all gasoline to increase the fire, because they don't see marriage. They don't see marriage as it was intended for the common folk.
Well, no, because you said the common folk. Because I was about to say, because marriage was actually merging two families together originally and signing contracts and shit.
As I said, common folk.
Not wrong. I'm not going to sleep on this.
Royalty was meant to stop two warring parties, two warring families. The common folk. It was originally, I think it was originally meant to elevate the family status, either one or both parties. Like, we both have this, but if we do this, we might be able to elevate our children to another status. Now, the problem is they don't get these. They don't. Hold on, I gotta turn my Bluetooth off because my automatic start's about to kick in. God damn it! Fucking loud.
Go ahead, blind assassin. What you got to say on this topic?
Word of advice: if you drive truck and you shut down, before you shut down, turn the volume off. Oh fuck! That was loud. But I was gonna say is like they don't see it that way. They just see it as a free, what's the word, paycheck, whether you stay together or not.
Sorry.
And to me, it's like I've seen the ugly side of marriage multiple times. Multiple times. I've seen family members bust male family members. Because none of the females in my family ever had black eyes. Had any black eyes or busted lips. None of the females in my family never had the fear for their lives. And it's like we like said, and it's like now this like we've all the males in my family always went for true. Let me say this again. Let me say it to put an emphasis. True. All blue, strong and independent women, not independent. Now, let me show you this is independent, in hyphen dependent, and in full word dependent. Independent is in hyphen dependent means you are dependent on somebody else. Independent means that if shit hits the fan, you can pick up the sword and stave off the freaking wolves until you're able to get back on. That is independent.
Yeah, true.
Strong-willed is not being a complete female dog. Not being a complete female dog to the person you're supposed to care about. Strong-willed means that you can hold off, or you're basically strong and you're willing to learn. And you're willing and you have the capacity to learn how to willing capacity, or at least try to learn to do a job that in case like shingles, fucking electrical work, plumbing work, you're capable of learning it, and you're capable of actually performing said things to maintain a household in case the person is unable to do something, aka broken leg, spleen, just got out of surgery, you know.
Yep.
Yep.
The strong-willed definition of this freaking most of these females' mindsets is to be a complete and utter fornicating female dog. As I said, now that I clarified that up, we had true blue, independent, strong-willed women in my family. Everybody knew how to do something. We've had books. We literally have books on carpentry, freaking auto mechanic, house, like literally house maintenance, laying shingles, plumbing, electrical. We had books. We had pretty much a library on how to do things. We're building that up. We're rebuilding that up after the death of the parents, of the mom and dad. But we're rebuilding that up. I mean, I have some books on aviation.
MiGTOW to win. Let blind assassin actually talk.
All right.
What was the topic again about marriage?
It was about feminism. It was about feminism. We're talking about feminism originally. Your thoughts on it and your take on it.
My thoughts on feminism. It's just nothing but another word of like just like taking out like the house and like using government assistance as substitution in terms of you know, what is it called? Was it WCA or like food stamps or something like that?
Yeah, I understand about. What they call it, food stamps, or what? Depending on where you are, it's either called SNAP or it's called welfare, or it's called. It depends on where you are. It's basically got a different name for what it actually is. Basically, government handouts.
Right, and it's like it's just basically like a setup for like you know, using that substitution and like using like for schools, because like school, for example, is like mainly for like women, unless you try and like go like for STEM classes. I mean, that's the only way you can go to like in this day and age. But like I never want to go to school because all it does is it over relies on women. And like what the funniest part is, like women just don't even want to take accountability. They just want to like have like like they just want to be like the man, like wear the pants in a relationship or wear the pants in society, and we're like the subverters or something like that. Like we're like it's like a subversion to them, or like we're like now the shitter. But but in reality, we're better than that. But it's just like feminism is just like using handicaps and using direct government to like emasculate us in general, and especially like sons and like any other male counterpart.
I agree with that most definitely, because at the end of the day, it's women basically want all the privileges and all the rights to actually make decisions like men, and they want to act like men, but they don't want none of the consequences that go with making those decisions and the fallouts that come with making those decisions.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that's typically what women do, and that's typically a female nature. Because even back in the day, in the 50s and 60s and the 40s, basically, if a woman did something wrong, the husband had to take responsibility for the woman fucking up, basically. And
Hey, facts.
they basically want to be independent while still having the guys of like the 50s and 40s, even though they say, well, the 50s and 40s were oppressive to women. Okay, but you want to still be oppressive to women by not being able to take responsibility. By protecting, over-coddling women this much, you're doing nothing more than making them pretty much less independent and more like, I hate to say it, and if I might get struck down for saying it, but you're basically saying that we're strong and independent, but you want to treat them, women want to treat more women like children, basically, for the most part.
Yep.
So like, you basically want me to treat you like I would treat my daughter, or you basically want me to treat you like how I would treat, a toddler or something like that. Like, make that make sense to me. How the fuck can you tell me that you're strong and independent, but you don't want to take responsibility for anything or any outcome or anything that any negative ramifications that come out from this shit?
Yep.
Go, AJ.
They pretty much been spoiled by society. They pretty much been spoiled by society. So when you've been spoiled by society, it's like you think of yourself like as a children, like, oh, daddy and mommy, they're not giving me responsibility. I can do whatever I want. That's their mentality. You
I'm
know?
gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something that's in the Quran, it's in the Torah, that's in the Bible. I'm pretty sure that it's in a lot of books. Spare the rod, spoil the child.
Yeah.
Jacob, am I right?
Yeah, that's in the Bible.
I mean,
Oh,
I
no,
do
hold
believe.
on.
Yeah, spare the rod.
Yeah, that's in the Bible. Yeah, never mind.
Spare the rod, spoil the child, right?
Spread rod.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's in 3 different languages. At least 3 different languages.
Yeah, it's actually in all 3 books. Literally, the Torah, it's in the Quran, and it's in the Bible.
Yeah, the King James version.
Yeah.
Shit, King James version, a lot of other versions.
Yeah, and and the sad part about that is like it's like women want to be able to do shit with carte blanche and not have to worry about the outcome for the shit.
Yeah, but that
Like the minute shit happens, the first thing they do is play victim, and that right there is a child mentality right there. No matter how you cut it, like because children do that. Go ahead.
Yeah, the only few hobbies they actually have is like gossiping, like have sex and like have kids, and that's about it, pretty much.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna something. Why do you
No,
think
sweetheart, I'm waiting on Jenky to show back up again. He's the one that got this together. Now we got to run on without him and shit. But I'm waiting for him to show back up. Because I sent him a text message and he hasn't responded to me yet, unless you guys got busy or unless he's trying to get or hold of Wiz instead of Wiz is what I'm guessing he's trying to do. Because I'm guessing he called AJ and that's when AJ showed up. But go, Juan, what were you saying?
No, I was saying that women are only good like for gossiping and having sex. And that's pretty much about it.
they're not even good at having sex for the most part? Some majority of them suck at that shit anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, it's just the bullshit that the bullshit that we got to put up with, and it's just a lot of bullshit that goes into this shit that I don't quite understand. And since Jenky ain't show up, I'm gonna bring in Yam until like he shows up, and then I'm about to put everybody out one at a time. I guess not everybody, but all the people that weren't originally supposed to be in, I'll have to put them out then. But Yam's in now.
Put me out, player.
Yeah.
Put me up.
Have you been taking care of your room?
You were Jenky's choice, so I can't put you out.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, have you
If
been
If you
watering
are
the
on
room?
your purpose, then you're gonna have the abundance
man?
mindset. You're gonna have people coming. You're gonna have women coming to you, asking you when to fit in your position. That's how that's gonna work. Oh, okay,
Shit.
fellas. I'm gonna teach y'all how to do a posterior chain index. You're gonna have to put your shoulder blades back. You may be touching, and you're gonna lift with your core.
Who's you trying to
Here you go,
mimic
fellas.
now?
You say it on your purpose. This is AMS.
Oh,
It's Alpha Male Strategies.
AMS, be on your purpose.
Be on your purpose, fellas. Be on your purpose, fellas.
Be on your purpose.
Get some jewelry. Get yourself a nice car. Take a dub.
If you're on your purpose, it ain't no way in hell you gonna be an incel.
You always make it some damn body. You simple as hell.
It's very nice to be here. I didn't even expect that there was gonna be something, but I just saw that somebody was live, so I had to jump
I just saw somebody was last. I had to jump in.
in.
I'm waiting for Jenky to show up, but apparently I don't know what happened, but he was here, but then he disappeared. Then he was here again. Then he disappeared. Then AJ showed up.
Dude,
What's up, Jay? Jay's in the comment section now.
I just
Jay, where
barely
you at?
heard
Why'd you leave?
I just barely heard the thread of conversation earlier, but it sounded like you guys were talking about how women just gossip and everything, and they're like they just have such dirty minds. Every time they're talking to somebody, they're sizing them up, or they're trying to pivot the conversation into something sexual so that they can reject you, or they can like feel you out for the most part. That's like literally all that they. Unless you're in a working relationship with them, that's all women want to talk to you for.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah, sure.
I think.
And if
Well,
they're
it's
not in
like
that
something-
if they're not in that position with you to begin with, they'll just be like they'll pretend to be all shy and stuff, but as soon as they feel like they're available to you, then they'll start becoming super loud. They'll start trying to talk to other people around you just to try to get your attention.
Mr. Former in the house. Well, Mr.
But go
Former in
ahead.
the chat room. In the
Go
last
ahead, Assassin. What were you gonna say,
Go ahead,
Assassin?
No, I was gonna say that women use that shyness for like they so-called like you, but at the same time like they just only want to see like who you really are, but like they want you to see like how like materialistic like gain.
Yeah.
Dude, the shyness is all a guy's, because like behind your back, they're like
No, they're
speaking
not
all
like
loud and obnoxious and like, oh my god, he looked at me there.
oh my god, he's this person. Oh my god, it's that person. I'm like, and it's like, it's not that they're not shy because you look at the college years, you see who the real person.
You see who's really
they are.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really shy.
like check this out though. Like when they're on social media, they're not really shy. They just like speak their mind like electronically, but like outside of it, like their system to like just want to play victim, like Tico
That
said
is a
earlier.
very good point, Assassin. Keep it going.
Quit acting like what's his name? Psyche Sub. Go ahead, Assassin. And with a simple ass.
Yeah, good points,
I'm
Assassin.
gonna have to agree with you, but I'm gonna disagree on one thing. Even though
What's that?
He's being simple right now. Don't mind him. Go away, damn. Go ahead. Yeah, come on, Assassin. He's mimicking people right now. He's making various content creators. He's being simple.
Keep it going, man. No, you're on the subject.
man.
Keep it going.
Go ahead, Vlad.
Oh yeah, I'm lost. Sorry about that.
He was mimicking content creators. You were talking about like.
You're talking about social media, how they speak their mind, but then like they're not really shy. Like they're not really shy, like how you were saying.
I mean,
it's like
they were so damn.
they're basically like the female version of Dr. Jekyll and Jekyll Hyde, like that metaphor.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's like right now it's bad enough we live in a Frankenstein society. What I mean by that is that we love to like put people down for no apparent reason, like killjoy, especially women that kills like our joy, like being in our male space for no apparent reason, whether it's like violence, manipulation, or like I said, like so-called like us, quote unquote.
True.
But
True story.
they like society is like like Adam and Eve. Like women are considered Eve because like of course Eve ate the apple. We know the story, but like society is considered as like Satan, metamorphically speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And like what like society does to women, like they program the trends and they're actually changeable. Like they let them program their minds and like you can wear this, you can wear that, you can talk to this guy, you can talk to that guy, but never show any true genuine relationship with a nice guy. No. Fuck all that. So let's just like discard our behavior towards us. And what we do, we created like MGTOW. And like we often offer society. And we rarely see women who's like pairing off the matrix, so to speak.
True.
The thing, they don't want. First off, they don't like the way we see women as. And the way I see it is like, if you didn't like that in the first damn place, then maybe you should rethink on how you. Well, this is gonna sound too much like right, but maybe you should have thought about that before you had like 60-something abortions.
Or you made decisions that you did, or you put yourself in a situation that you did, and shit like that. But on top of that, this is where also we can actually segue it into victim blaming is what the term that they use when you bring up this shit, basically.
Well, yeah, they try to act like they don't feel terrible about being
the shit that their decisions that they make, and if you actually talk to them about it and actually say anything negative about it, you're victim shaming. What's your thoughts on that?
But the more you do that, the worse the problem gets.
Yeah. it doesn't go away. It's not going to go away magically because you want to call it victim shaming. It's still a problem. It still's got to be
It's gonna get
addressed.
worse.
It's
Now,
got to be addressed no matter how you like it.
basically, society is always with a propel the freaking check engine light because nobody wants to go to the mechanic to fix it.
Mm-hmm. But go. What's your thoughts on the whole entire victim shaming? Blind MiGTOW, blind assassin. I mean, well, same difference. Blind MiGTOW.
Well, good question. Well, I think about like victim shaming, it always boils down to like kind of like gaslighting for a moment because like if we do something, you know, naturally, it always comes down to like, oh, why you do this, or like why are you talking to your mom, and like it's like the victim shaming, like the more if you victim shame a woman, like she'll just like all go down in tears. I mean, I don't know, I'm just exaggerating the point, but
Get one of the white knights to fucking whoop your ass, or try to whoop your ass,
or try to say you're victim shaming basically. But like a good example of that is like I've noticed this with women. They'll say, well, I was out at the club and I was wearing this dress and, you know, half my ass was hanging out and all my titties were hanging out. And this guy kept on hitting on me. And they'll say, well, if you kind of sort of presenting yourself that way, well, you're victim shaming. And that's not victim shaming. That's logical. That's what's going to happen if you actually put yourself out there like that. It's no different than if blind assassin was walking down the street with his dick hanging out, basically. Like, he's liable to get the attention that he don't want to get, and he's liable to get the attention that he want to get. Like, you know what I mean? It's basically what it is, basically. But then he'll turn around and say, well, I understand why y'all victim shaming me. No, it doesn't work like that. Like, you had your dick out, you were walking in public, shit happens.
It's a very like long. They don't think long term.
You know, they don't.
And so they they look that way, and they can't erase it because it's like based on stuff that they did in the past.
Yep.
And it's a problem.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jay. What were you going to say on that note, on the victim shaming portion? We'll go back to Blind after you.
It's just like the victim shaming. Like they always play the victim role because they feel like they can just get away with, like they can get away with just murder, and you get this bitch on tape murdering the motherfucker. You know,
right?
On tape.
Yeah.
Good one.
Society lesson.
Go ahead, Blind. You were trying to finish.
Yeah, like they just like get away with everything. Like it's just like really go away. Like infinite amount of even like the small stuff like they do. It's really silly and it can get us in trouble for like forever. And it is that really sensitive.
Yeah, they're very sensitive because, like, you also take some reason too. Women can't or don't want to be seen as fault or negative in any light for the most part. So they do everything in their power. They do everything in their power to paint themselves in a positive light, even if it's in a relationship. Like a good example of that is if I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna let AJ talk about like his thoughts on victim shaming. But the thing about women that I've noticed is they tend to want to always paint themselves in a positive light, no matter how wrong they were in a relationship. You'll never hear the wrong shit they did. You'll hear everything that the man did. You'll hear everything that the mailman did. You'll hear everything that the children did. You'll hear everything that his mom did. You'll hear anything where they could take the attention off themselves. So like when it comes to women, they basically pull the whole entire David Copperfield smoke and mirrors, bait and switch shit on you for the most part. So it's like, well, it wasn't me, it was him. Or a good example of that is a topic that was brought up by a lot of the people in the manosphere is if a man cheats, it's a man's fault. If a woman cheats, it's a man's fault. You see what I'm saying? They always shift the blame off on somebody else. So it can never be their fault. So they can never take responsibility for anything they do wrong because then you'll be victim shaming for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think the reason they're allowing to do this thing. What you said?
I was telling when to hang on. You were going.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was saying that the reason they are becoming this behavior is because of simps. So
Oh.
if the agenda the them don't have simps, they wouldn't allow with the behaviors they continue doing. Imagine they don't have simps. Their behavior would be totally different.
Yeah, true.
Because they don't have
AJ.
power and control to get away with the trouble. So if they don't have simps, they don't have the power to do whatever they want. Because now they're like, okay, he knows our game now. I got to behave.
Yeah, true story.
Exactly.
Because yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's sad how they do that, and it's sad how they, because literally, because I'll always say when it comes to relationship, when it comes to anybody, somebody can't do to you or do what you don't let them do. So it'd be like at a job. If you basically hire somebody and the rules are this, but you let this person get away with bending the rules, this person's going to think they can bend the rules for the rest of their fucking life at the fucking job. It's the same thing for women. If you got men co-signing on the bullshit that they do and congratulating them and patting them on the back and telling them, yeah, you're beautiful, they're going to continuously do the stupid shit that they do.
Yep, exactly. If they're not trained and supervised and not having a manager up their ass, then you're gonna have nothing more than bad employees.
They'll come in late. They'll say they have to dry their pants, which is why they can't come into work. You ask them to do something. Hey, can you lift the fries up and put them in the basket? I'm not a cook. They will, and then if you say anything in the negative about that, they'll say, well, I can't believe you're so insensitive to me. Why don't you train me? Why don't you lean in? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And it's freaking ridiculous. Every single time, it's always the guy's fault, like no matter what. And it's just like, there's nothing that you can say.
Even TV is telling TV is telling people that it's our fault. Even TV these days.
It is your fault. You know why? Because you're just that unwitting dude sitting in front of the TV watching sports when you could be out, serving women.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's basically
that's their agenda. That's their agenda.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. And the sad part about that is the society that we live in is set up in a way to allow women to actually pass blame off onto men. Amen. So in all technicality, using their logic again, women's logic again, they're technically victim blaming men. Or victim shaming men in all technicality, if you want to really put it in perspective.
Well, if I always thought about it that way. If I wanna sit in the couch and watch TV and waste the hours of my life where I'm not breaking my back 40 hours a day, then that should be my choice. No one should be able to dictate that except me. If I want to go to the gym, or if I want to drink something or smoke something or go hang out with my friends or some shit, I should be able to decide that. But no, I mean if the woman's there, it's always like, you got to do it my way. Yeah. Another thing that they blame you for is not knowing what they would want for Mother's Day, for Sister's Day, for International Women's Day.
Yeah, I know, right? They just make up days for women and shit.
Our 1 week anniversary, you don't know what to get me? Who hurt you? Stop being a deadbeat.
Yeah. Where's my money? Where's my MacBook? Where's my MacBook Pro?
I want a MacBook for the week anniversary.
I want an iPhone. I want an iPhone 10, an iPhone 11.
Or my favorite is, so how fast do you spoil women when you get into a relationship with them? I don't spoil women. How about you got to earn this shit? You got to earn this shit. Like, I don't spoil any fucking body shit. I don't even spoil my children. You can see them spoil you. And to answer Mr. Foreman's question, that's the reason why he got that stare is because he's been through some shit. He's been through a lot of shit in his life. He was saying Blind Assassin got the MGTOW 1,000-yard steer.
Yeah.
He's seen a lot of shit. He's been through some shit. He's seen too much shit. There's shit that he does. There's just shit that he just wants to unsee.
Honestly, that's how it is. Hold on, wait. Let me see if I can do this real quick.
I like how if you look at his picture at the bottom of the screen, it looks like he's literally peering over like a wall. Like, I'm gonna fuck everybody up in this damn place.
Yeah. But, you know what the thing is, what they're really gonna, what's going to thing is, they're really gonna blame when they can't find a man. They're gonna start blaming MGTOW or Red Pill or SYS.
Oh yeah, definitely. They already blame SYSBM, and like they got a lot of the people in the other parts of the manosphere that actually literally like will literally shame SYSBM for doing what they're doing.
They need to start blaming the COVID-19 because Mother Nature is not happy right now.
Mother Nature's always the big dog when it comes to shit. Like, oh, we don't like this? How about we try this right now? Sing it on the apples.
They don't like they don't like men having any time to think. Like, I was thinking about that with a lot of my friends, like my simp friends, not even women. It's like I'll have an entire day to myself, and they'll be like, "Yo, do you want to go on a hike, or do you want to play? Let's go out and let's go shoot basketball at the basketball court. Let's go. I found this cool pub. You want to go eat some wings at the pub?" I'm like, no, I just want to sit and play video games for this whole day. I should have the choice to do that. And I shouldn't have to. What, Jay fell out?
Yeah, Jay fell out again.
He just keeps
go ahead.
But yeah, it's kind of like I think just like what Tico has said before. I think to quote him verbatim, I think he said like something that I find funny is how attention is basically the most valuable currency in the world. If you could turn attention into a currency, it would be more valuable than Bitcoin, more valuable than gold, silver, copper, fine precious metals, fine diamonds. Literally, your attention and the time that you spend doing what you do in your little studies or your little circles or whatever, your philosophy, that's the most important thing that you can ever focus on in your whole life. And like the moment
my currency right now is the Jerry Meeks currency. I'm not giving none of these hoes attention.
What?
Jeremy Meeks currency.
Yeah, you're not supposed to give those bitches.
Speaking of which, I actually had a video coming up on Jeremy Meeks because a black killer was trying to use him as a reason why like black kill actually works, and I was like, no, it doesn't. Because Jeremy Meeks is dating like washed up bitches. Like, I've never in my life dated a bitch over like 27. So why would I even take his lead when he's dating bitches over 27? Like his first wife to the woman he's dating now to the woman he dated before that and had a child with to now, all been over 27. Like
right.
When I got married, Nina was like 23. Then when I dated Deshari, she was like 22. The Cartel Princess, I met her when she was 19. Like, what the fuck is Jeremy Meeks doing with his fucking life to be dating washed up bitches? Like, I'm being dead serious. What the fuck is Jeremy Meeks?
He doesn't really have a lot of
because he's dating washed up bitches. His first wife is like 40. His wife was like 40.
He has looks, like 40. But he has no social credit. He doesn't have enough social status to date somebody who's young enough. Because he would. I feel like he would relate to them too much because he's kind of like a boy himself.
Yeah, and the sad part about that, the second chick he dated was an heiress. She was like 27.
Now,
the bitch that he's dating now is a black chick that's a washed up actress. She's 35. Yeah. Like, think about that shit. So how is your make fun when he's dating washed up bitches?
Well, even think about it now. You're like, let's say you're like in your 20s right now, and you meet a girl who's let's even say just to be like hyperbolic. Let's say that she's 18. Let's say she's 17 or whatever. Like when you're 25 and she's 17, if you get in a relationship and you have kids, then like you're always gonna be 8 years older than her, and then
Yeah.
and so she's gonna be like, she's gonna be like 30, gonna be 38. She's gonna be like 37. You're gonna be 40. Like you're gonna be 40,
Yeah,
45. Oh my gosh, it's just gonna like you're not gonna want the same thing over and over again, and
Yeah.
you're gonna always want to find something new because that's what men are attracted to. But that's I'm gonna go. Peace out. You guys have a nice stream. It was really nice talking to y'all.
All right,
Good,
peace.
yeah.
Yeah, see
Hey,
you guys.
don't forget
Yeah,
to
Blind
water your
Assassin.
roof.
You got to man the gun in the form of Force fan.
Yeah.
You be looking like, that's how I be looking whenever I listen to Red Pill content. That's how I look. Blind Assassin. I literally just like I'm staring off into space. Like, how can I make this shit apply to my life? All right, peace out.
He's out.
All right.
Oh, goodness gracious. But yeah, it's just shit like that just blows my mind when it comes to various people and it comes to women and it comes to all this shit. And people always want to try to paint somebody in a great light. Because I personally, I practice the Leonardo DiCaprio rule. You can't be over 25, bitch. Either I got to meet you before you're 25 or you got to go, bitch.
Wow.
I'm just saying, like, literally all the women I've ever dated has never been over unless we've been in a relationship for a long time. Like, if we've been together from the time I met you till now, then that's the only way you could be over that age. If I wasn't with you before 25, then we can't talk.
Yeah, the younger the better, man.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because like I kind of figured you had too much time to fuck up your life and probably bring somebody else's children into the world. So why the fuck would I want to be bothered with you? Where you had so much time to get this abortion and fuck up your life and fuck up your chances of actually being able to reproduce. Why would I want to date you?
Right.
And that's typically my thoughts on it. Like when it comes to women, like I don't want to date somebody. And this might sound mean to a lot of people because I actually made a video about this. Look, I can't date, and this is another one of the many reasons why I don't date white women. I can't date somebody who all of a sudden, when I turn over the next day or 3 years down the line, you look like the crypt keeper next to me. Like, I can't date somebody who ages faster than me. Like, your genetics suck. Like, I'm sorry, your genetics fucking suck. Like I don't want to be asleep one day and you look like you're my grandmother like 10 years down the line. You walking in the street with you all embarrassed and shit, trying to hide you and shit because you look like you're older than my grandmother.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, would you like some chocolate chip cookies, sweetie?
Yeah, like a lot of these white women, they age horribly, and I credit that to like all their makeup regimes and all the shit that they're listening to all these fucking magazines and all their beauty regimen that they go through is basically the reason why they fucking age so horribly.
I got some chocolate chip cookies for you.
You're simple as hell.
Chocolate chip cookies. Apple pie.
But in fact, somebody posted something in one of the MGTOW groups where they had a bunch of old women talking about, would you like me to gum that for you? I was cracking. I was like, y'all are sick individuals. Y'all are some sick individuals. They're talking about getting blowjobs for old ass women and shit.
Yeah, man, that's like a gum job. Let me take my teeth out.
I just feel like older women just hard to get along with though.
Yeah, they are. They definitely are. It's kind of like what I was saying before we started the live stream. Like, I can understand if you're old and set in your own ways, but I can't understand if you're young and set in your own ways. And old people tend to be set in their own ways.
Oh yeah. I hope to be at least be some sort of like old person that's at least flexible. You know.
But the sad part about that, even the older you get, the more set in your ways you'll be. No matter how flexible you are, you'll still be set in your own ways. Like you might have some flexibility to you, but the older you get, you tend to be less. You tend to be more rigid, but you have a certain set of like aspects about you that you will change, and there's certain aspects about you that you can change. And usually that comes with age, depending on how old you are and how you feel when you get that age. Like, good example is y'all age now, y'all might be able to do a whole lot of crazy shit like jump off some buildings, do some stunts and shit like that. But when y'all start hitting 40, 50, and 60, it's like, you know what? Stunts ain't good for me no more.
Like, that's totally true.
I probably, with my behind, I'll probably look at stunts as a way out. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I probably look at stunts as a way out. Like, you're too old to be jumping over crap. Look, don't kill me. I don't care. I lived this long. Shoot, I look at stunts as a way out.
What did Mr. Foreman say? You simple down, Mr. Foreman. You need some help for that shit. We ain't even talk about that. We're gonna let you slide on that, Mr. Foreman. Use your damn Costco
Hey, look, I gotta have a case. Hey, Mr. Foreman, I'm about to pick up 2 cases of water. You want one?
Big Town the West calling you thirsty, yo. Oh God, but yeah, it's just shit like that just blows my mind when it comes to certain people and the shit that people do.
It's impressive, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm like, wait, what? You did what? Nigga, what? No. Yeah, it's just shit that just blows my mind when I see people and I run into people doing the most dumbest shit in the world.
Right. You ain't got no other choice but to laugh.
I don't even want to laugh. I don't even half the time I just want to be out. I'm like, oh God, where's that button at? Eject button, eject. I've been looking for the eject button half the time. Like,
if you can't eject, you might as well just pop you some popcorn. Pop you some popcorn and have yourself a beer. And watch this shit show going on.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead, Jay.
Hell yeah.
He's starting to jump in. What you think, AJ, about that? And do you have any topics? Or Blind, do you have any topics?
Okay. Let's talk about how their personality all of a sudden they're very friendly during the quarantine.
Quarantine friendly women who all of a sudden are nice and they got the yoga pants on and shit and they're marching in front of you and they got their titties hanging off the top of their shirts looking like turtlenecks and shit.
Oh man.
Oh,
it's all the front.
Yeah, they out there for no reason during the COVID trying to act like they sexy and appealing and shit. I'm pretty sure y'all seen it out now. I've seen it in Cleveland where a bunch of women walking around in yoga pants ain't getting to do no near yoga and shit like that. And got like a tight ass shirt on that got the cut and it got low cut and it comes all the way down half past their cleavage and shit like that. And it's out there like that.
Yeah, a lot of them are working. A lot of them are working out these days, and it's never been happened like that before. Like,
but the sad part about that, what gym are they going to? Like,
the strip pole.
Pretty much.
Oh, don't stop with that OnlyFans shit. Don't stop with that shit.
The only fans shit. Oh yeah, definitely.
They got nipple bras.
Yeah, they literally got nipple bras.
Yeah, that's true.
What y'all think about the women that do that shit, that want the extra attention during the COVID?
Right, it's like nipple fucking bras. Really? Wow. That's what I mean. To me, that's what we're going with. And you're not thirsty, right?
No, because only men can be thirsty. Did you know this, Win? Women can't be thirsty. Only men can be thirsty. But go Blind. What are your thoughts on the women rolling around in yoga pants trying to get more attention during the COVID virus?
The funny thing is some of them are married. Some of them are married, and they would try to get attention.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, they don't care. They don't care.
Oh no, those are the most horniest women, like married women. Married women, the most horniest women.
Yeah, right. But go Blind.
And
it's like an in and out of like prostitution. Like it's basically like e-prostitution. And like they're doing like low key prostitution too, if you think about it, with the yoga pants and stuff.
And 9 times out of 10, they probably texted another man with nice photos of themselves in their yoga pants, or because I actually seen a video from MGTOW that actually got his video got taken down because a woman apparently was taking selfies of her titties and shit like that, and taking selfies of her putting her phone down her pants and taking selfies of her pussy and sending it to another man for the most part.
Right.
So like technically they are e-thoughts or text thoughts if you want to get technical. What's your thoughts on that, Jay?
Man, it's just that when you try to put yourself out there so much, we see that what you trying to do is like behind closed doors. I'm just trying to fuck everybody more. So I'm just trying to brainwash everybody,
Right. The thing is once again, like the thing is like, I mean, just like all these, like I said, just like all them chicks over in Oakland that I can literally don't watch, that I literally don't watch my mouth for. I literally just say whatever I want to say, and they literally walk past me. I don't even bat a freaking eye at them. I literally said, I mean, me and Tico, we talked, and they were glaring daggers at me.
Yeah, they were. I seen the one the one time before I left Pennsylvania. That was she was literally like walking out in the street, not paying attention to the car, and I said, "You better move before you get back car." And another guy went to go turn, and he turned, and she went over the hood of the car, and I go,
Right, it's like they first off they're already mad at Tico. They're already mad at Tico for producing his videos, and now they're mad at me for being around Tico and talking shit and not caring who the fuck's around. I don't like it. I just don't care.
Yeah.
I genuinely do not care. I mean, when I get to the point where I don't care, guess what? Somebody fucked up. And it ain't me.
Mr. Foreman's a trip, Hogan Pants. Yeah, but what you think, AJ? Since you brought up the topic, pimp.
I think they all universal. They are universal, so-called the nasty.
The nasty.
Yep, that's what they are, pretty much.
Nice.
Yeah. And they all different kinds. They can wear some type of clothes. They can play this church type person, but at the end of the day, it's just a Halloween costume to them.
Very true.
Yeah, it's just a uniform. It's like a work uniform. Like you go to work, right? You work as a uniform, but you're not that uniform. Outside of the job, you wear your regular clothes, your do-rags, your bandana. You wear your Nike clothes for gym clothes because that's who you are outside of work.
Yeah,
it's the same thing when it comes to people like that.
Very true. I agree 100%.
So you could play this innocent, Virgin Mary type of person, but that's not you. That's just a persona, a Halloween of you. But you're not about that life.
Yeah,
outside that uniform.
Yeah, Halloween is 24/7 for these women.
Yeah, it's kind of like when they go out. I'm going to be a sexy nurse, or so you're going to be a hoe. No, I'm going to be a sexy nurse. I'm going to need you to be something that you're normally not during the rest of the whole entire year. But I'm going to tell them, like, pick something different, like maybe Real Little Riding Hood covered, or maybe the Big Bad Wolf covered. Something that you're usually not during the rest of the year.
Especially when she got an OnlyFans account. When she got an OnlyFans account,
right? Come on,
speaking of OnlyFans,
you're going to be a hoe the rest of the year. You got to be something different during Halloween. You can't be a hoe during Halloween.
What the hell is OnlyFans?
Oh, you don't know what OnlyFans are?
No.
It's a e-thought platform, where they make money during the coronavirus.
It's basically like Twitch, only you pay more money for OnlyFans.
Why the?
Yeah,
it's like exclusive. Go ahead, MiGTOW, Blind Assassin.
Twitch altogether.
There's some times when I wonder why am I on this earth? Why in the world am I on this freaking earth? Why doesn't somebody just let me off You know?
That can't happen. You gotta enjoy this shit with the rest of us, Mother Nature style. But the thing I notice about OnlyFans accounts is the thing I hear like a lot of the simps and blue pill men say was, well, she sends me a message and she gives me naked pictures. Like you could go do that shit. You can go do that shit on a Pornhub and shit like that, or go to one of these sites and not pay any money at all and get the same fucking thing. Well, she signs my name on it. She also signs everybody else's name on the same damn picture, and she sends everybody the same fucking picture. It'd be no different than a person who gets his autograph automatically printed on something and he keeps on stamping books for the most part. It's no different.
Stupid.
Not
I'm
getting
like,
it
these
personal.
something to kill themselves. Stupid.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. They try to argue like, well, she's giving me pictures. No, she's giving everybody else pictures on top of that. But you'll hear a lot of these, yeah, like you'll hear a lot of these goofy motherfuckers talking about, what they say. Well, you know, you're so sexy. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm in love with you, and I think you're in love with me. I'm like, bitch, what? No, nigga, she's not in love with you. She's in love with the money that you're giving her.
To be honest, I believe that sipping is a mental illness. By study by Chronicles of AJ, it's a considered mental illness to be sipping. It's mental illness.
Being a psychologist, I actually
Yeah.
agree with you 100% on that.
It is, yeah.
I think it is.
It should be mental illness, pretty much.
It is definitely a mental illness, and I think
Yeah,
it should be treated.
they call it the term hopeless romantic, but no, that's mental illness. I don't care what that is. That's not normal.
That's not normal at all.
Especially when you give a bitch $10,000 and expect her to be your world. Like, come on, man, really.
Yeah, and then on top of that, she buys a house with your money and you ain't living in it with her. Or she buys a new car with your money and you ain't living in it with her. It's like it'd be no worse than like if you was one of them dudes that used to give women money all the fucking time.
Yeah.
She ain't never give you no fucking play, but you always give her money.
Yeah, it's pretty much a addiction. Pretty much an addiction. Like if you're addicted to eating like junk food and all this stuff, guess what? The junk food is not going to treat your body right. It's going to pretty much mess you up. Same thing goes with when you deal with people, you know? Yeah.
You're going to get fucked up psychologically, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
If I'm going to get addicted to something, there has to be a reward or something it's supposed to be for me. It's supposed to be good for me, you know?
Yeah.
If I'm going to be addicted to something.
In other words, you want to get benefit from this addiction, basically. Like a good example of that is like you get no benefit from women, but if I smoke some weed, I'm gonna feel good. I'm just doing 100. Like I'm gonna feel good. I'm probably gonna eat up half of the fast food restaurants. It's just fact. Like I'm just keeping it 100. Like normally I follow my diet, but I know damn well if I smoke some damn weed, I'm breaking that diet in a heartbeat. Shit, it goes from eating healthy to donuts and whatever the fuck else I get my hands on.
This is why I'm appreciative I'm an introvert, because I cannot see myself being an extrovert, because that's people pleasing. That's like, hey, everybody's my friend. It's like I can't live my life like that. There's people who don't like me, and there's people who do is cool with me. But at the end of the day, I can't live my life saying everybody's gonna like me. No, that's that simp mentality to thinking that, oh, everybody's gonna like me. That's not true. You know?
The funny thing about that, this live stream right here is a good example of a bunch of introverts in a live stream.
Nice.
Everybody in this live stream is an introvert.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't get kicked out yet.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with introvert. I mean, I like ambiverts. I think ambiverts is very valuable in terms of like career, because if you're good with people and all that stuff and good at, you know, selling and stuff like that. But overall, if you're just an extrovert and you don't have time to sit back and be alone for a minute, then there's a problem with you. You're more likely going to simp because you're not comfortable to just sit back, do your own thing. You don't have to depend on people to have fun, to go out, because you have the internet. You have a mind to do what you want. You don't need people and girls to have fun.
Right. And like,
you got video games, you got internet, you got possibilities to keep yourself occupied.
I got a grill. Yeah, I got a grill in my truck. You know?
Yeah.
I will literally pull out some steaks from the fridge, man, make me something to eat. I got rice. and I'm about to get. So I got some I just bought some spices a couple weeks back. When I was in Massachusetts, I bought some saffron.
Yeah, because like I always said, look, I'd rather pick a fight with the cartel than actually date a woman that's going to divorce rape me.
Yep.
And I might sound crazy to a lot of people, but at least I'm not losing my property. I might lose my life, but at least I'm not losing my property.
And I've been telling guys in the Intel content career that I have friends who are indeed Chads and Tyrone. They get more SMV than me, but at the end of the day, they got 8 kids. They are miserable as hell.
Yep.
They used to be muscle and all that, but after they got 3 kids, or after a few years with a chick, they hit the wall after 5 years with the chick.
I would rather poke a grizzly bear
Exactly.
with a stick. With my bare fuck with my finger.
Yeah,
I'd rather poke a hornet's nest.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah, like I never envy Tyrones. Like most Intel, they always envy Tyrones and Chad. I never envy them because I know them personally. They have a lot of them have no talent. They all into influencing rappers like Chief Keef. Hey, I'm Chief Keef. I'm in the gang. I'm in all this. But at the end of the day, they go to jail. And then while they're in jail, they get raped by jail dudes. And then they come out pretending they're straight when they're not, because now they're like dick from going to jail. And then the women like them. So it's like at the end of the day, it's like you're not just having a Tyrone. You could have someone possibility of someone being a bisexual.
Yeah, man, I just hate what the Chad and Tyrone say. Come join me.
Exactly.
Come join me. Come on, join me, man. You know, I hate that, man.
Yeah. So that's what I've been telling. That's what I've been telling these content creators is that they may get more SMV than you, but a lot of times they could be bisexual coming from jail. They get raped in jail. They get raped.
They name will change from Tyrone to Lance.
Yeah.
They change from Tyrone to Lance. I like that.
Jeremy Meeks might get raped in jail. You don't know. He might.
He definitely did. I know he did. Shit.
10 years? Come on now. Something can happen. 10 years.
He didn't even get to serve the full 10 years. They actually gave him bail money. Yeah. Women actually band together and gave him bail money. He got out earlier than he was supposed to on bail because women all donated to him.
Ain't that the bitch? I can't get a phone. Ain't the bitch?
I can't get a phone call. That. The sad part about that.
Ain't that a bitch? And I'm free.
About that is, hey, I look at it like this: if you look good, then do it. But if you look good, but you dating bottom of the barrel bitches, then dude, I can't co-sign on you at all.
Exactly. Yeah. You
he's literally dating bottom of the barrel bitches.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta step your game up.
Yeah, like, how you gonna be handsome? How you gonna be so-called handsome, but you dating bottom of the barrel bitches? Where they do that at?
Yeah.
Wow, I have no idea. Apparently, you do that as a singer, as this quote unquote high-profile singer. R. Kelly. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to say that.
Yeah, R. Kelly. R. Kelly's letting that motherfucker. They ain't gonna let him out. They don't care about coronavirus. They want to see Bill Cosby in that bitch.
It don't matter how much he can sing. His ass ain't getting out. His ass ain't never getting out. It don't matter. He might be the Pied Piper or R&B, but his ass ain't getting out of jail from that shit.
He about to be the Pied Piper of high security.
Mm-hmm.
The flute, the skin flute player.
Mm-hmm.
Or the orchestra.
Especially Bill Cosby. Him and Bill Cosby share the same cell as it.
For real, at this point, they might as well.
At least with Bill Cosby's too old to get it up. So that leaves only one option.
Shit. Yeah.
I can over here. No, R. Kelly.
The funny thing is, I still listen to R. Kelly music from time to time. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, his music like hypnotizing. Like a lot of his music is hypnotizing.
Very catchy.
The sad part about that is all these women that be hating on him and talking shit on him, they got him in. I get you. They got him in play rotation.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
They do.
Yep.
Oh goodness, go ahead.
You know, it's funny. They even listen to misogynistic type music too. That's the funny part. Like Tupac,
Yeah.
all these
No,
other
definitely.
Dr. Dre, all these other
Thank you.
songs.
Thank you.
Yeah, no. I think a
Chris
comedian said
Brown.
something about that. Was it
Ain't loyal. Chris Brown
Yeah,
ain't
right.
loyal. Come
What
on,
the hell
man.
is the name of that one comedian? Chris Rock. He said women would be getting mad at you for calling them a hoe, but they'll listen to a song called "Slap Your Dick in, Slap Me in the Face, Put My Dick in Your Face, Put My Dick in Your Face, Slap My Dick in Your Face." But like, really, you can't call them a hoe though. But they'll do some hoe shit on a dance floor while listening to hoe ass music.
Hypocrites.
Yeah,
these
no.
days. Hypocrites.
Kind of like how they say you can't call her a bitch, but they can call each other a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just so this closed minded right there. That is
Yeah, I
all.
know.
And
Yeah.
what's worse is they'll be with the guys that beat them up too. They don't care.
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't.
It's
care.
like 50 Shades of Grey.
They're gonna be looking at you for
50
help because
Shades
I
of
remember.
Grey to them.
Oh, definitely because I remember one time.
Now you want help. Now
Yeah,
you
no.
want help.
Oh no
I remember-
bullshit, man. No bullshit. I seen a bitch just walking the other day with a black guy walking her dude and her kid just walking. I'm like, bitch, ain't she gonna go to the
You guessed
hospital or
it.
something? Do something.
Bitch, you guessed it. You was hit.
Do something.
Right. I remember the one time I told a story about a chicken that I was actually working as a bartender, and this chick got her. This dude literally like choked her out the chair, and he punched her in the face, and he blacked her eye, and he strangled her out, and he kicked her while she was down. And I remember when she eventually came back to, I slid a drink in front of her. I ain't say shit to her, and I just sat there with a big ass smile on my face. She was, and you ain't helped me.
That's something I would do.
You, everybody here in this bar told your ass to leave that man. You didn't leave that man. I told you that was a freebie. That was one freebie. I didn't help you last time. All these other men in here helped you. And the sad part about that, I think there was no men, and there was like one man in there. He's old as hell, and he wasn't finna jump up and help her ass. And the rest was female. And I sat there watching her get strangled out the chair. I remember looking over the bar, watching her go black out and shit like that. And I watched her, she blacked out and shit. And I remember he turned around the bar, and I go, dude, come on now, that's on camera, man. You can't do that shit on camera. And that's all I said to him, dude. You can't do that shit on camera. At least take it outside if you're gonna do the shit. And I remember saying that to him. He's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry about that, dog. I'm sorry about that. Like, you trying to turn this place into a nuisance bar, nigga? Come on now, chill, right? So I was like, dude, I'm gonna have to put you out for today because I can't let that fly because it's on camera. He goes, I respect that, dog. I respect that, dog. I'll go outside. I was like, you come back like another day, but you can't come back today because like I don't want my supervisor telling me that I condone some shit. So he went out. He left. She eventually came back.
I would tell him to keep going. I would tell him to keep going.
I remember she drank E&J, so I put E&J up there in front of her seat when she woke up from her blackout state, and like she got back up and she gonna start screaming at me, hooping and hollering. She goes, "How you ain't gonna help me?" I go, "Nigga, is he here?" Obviously, I helped you, but you gonna let him strangle me like that? I go, I told you, these people helping you was a freebie. Nobody's gonna help you next time because we're not finna have everybody in my bar all beat up and fighting. I need my customers. I don't need you. You don't spend money here. Exactly what I told her. Now drink up, get your ass out, basically.
I would tell I ain't no superhero. I ain't Captain America. I ain't no S in my chest.
I'm an anti-hero. I'm anti-hero. I don't need to be a superhero or Superman. I'm anti-hero.
I ain't no superhero.
Hey, look, who the hell do you think I am? Clark Kent, Jordan Howe?
So I remember the last time I told her ass, literally the last time she got choked out in the bar, I told her like, all these people helping you. That was a fucking freebie. This ain't happening again. That was a freebie. I let them help your ass. Next time they won't help your ass.
And I charge chicks for advice too. So if they want to be a therapist, you got to pay me. Just like OnlyFans, I'll have an OnlyFans account for advice. Yeah, and just hustle them and make money off of them. Even if they don't take my advice, I'll make money off of it. It doesn't matter. It's a win-win.
Anytime a woman talks to me, they'd be like, Tico, can I talk to you about something? How much are you paying me? I thought we were friends. No, I'm sorry. You got to pay me for this shit.
Yeah, I'll go Steve Harvey on your ass.
Shit got some shit going on.
Big mustache in the suit. Dr. Phil.
Mm-hmm. Like I am not Dr. Phil, nor am I none of these motherfuckers. You want to pay my ass.
Sure, I'll make enough money and I'll write a book like Steve Harvey and sell it with my advice. and make money off of it. Even if they don't follow it, I'll make money off of it. That's it.
Right.
And then we got some AA meeting. We got some AA meeting.
Hi, my name is Wind, and I got a problem.
Yeah, them AA meetings, you killing me, boy. Woo.
So yeah, that's my next business venture is to sell my advice and make money off of it.
Shit.
I've been to an AA meeting a few times.
Yep.
You know the funny thing about
Yeah,
it?
I know one guy was lying though. He said drugs and he said alcohol costing my car, my house, and everything. I said, hey, now that's crack.
That's a lot.
Right? Right? That literally is. Literally, that is crack right there. Like, what you taking crack, nigga? What? But yeah, because I know I talk shit on yoga pants, but I know I sell yoga pants, so and workout pants. But hey, you're gonna buy it, and I might as well make money off of it.
But there's some people that should not be wearing yoga pants. Goddamn.
Oh yeah, there definitely is. There's a lot of
they like some of them look like they look like freaking two raccoons fighting over a piece of ham when they walk, and it's like all you hear is the two squeaking of the raccoons and the cackling that the skin folds fold like literally rub against each other. You have to use freaking baby powder and talcum powder, baby powder to keep it from making, and it just makes noise. And then you got the ones who are just too old to be wearing them yoga pants. You can see where the skin has begun to crease, looking like somebody's ironing their skin to like hot pressing their skin just so they can fit in them yoga pants. It's like I can see the wrinkles, I can see the lines of your skin. There's the folds of your skin that you've had to wrap around your leg. I can see the creases.
True. And the sad part about that shit is something I noticed about, speaking of fat women, and like this whole entire might as well shift over to the not big and beautiful. What's the word? Body positivity movement. I will talk about that shit now that we got into this shit. Because the funny thing about that is what I've noticed is like a lot of women who are you'll have a lot of women that's preaching body positivity. But then like you'll see them walking down the street and you meet this woman, and if you ever notice the inside of the inner thighs and the lower part of her inner thighs, the upper part of her inner thighs of her pants are all worn thin. But apparently, like because of them walking and it always causing friction between the pant legs and the inner side of her pant leg, it's like literally like wearing thin, and like they literally got holes in her inner pant leg. And I used to laugh about shit like that. Like I can't see who literally like walk enough to start a fire enough to actually wear down denim. Like, how the fuck you wearing down denim, bitch? Like,
I mean, they said Lizzo, you know, the big fat bitch Lizzo. They said she's so brave. She's so brave. Like, why is she so brave to be 400 pounds?
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's the sense, man. It's the sense of the media. They're boosting bad behavior. They're boosting overweight. They're boosting obesity. That's the worst. You know, you opening all types of disease in your body.
If clothes could talk, they would say this.
Like anytime I hear somebody tell a woman that she's brave for doing what she does, I basically think, no, her pants are brave, her clothes are brave. Because the motherfucker who sewed her shit together was brave. The motherfucker who made
her bed is brave.
China, who ain't getting no money, really getting any money, or probably getting paid like 10 cents for each pair of clothes an hour that she sewed them clothes together. That's a brave chick. This chick wearing this.
No, the seamstress is brave.
Brave.
For letting her walk
Chinese woman is
brave. Shop like that.
Yeah, like shit. Her mirror was brave for not slapping her.
I give all the credit to the seamstress who because they are some brave motherfuckers. Because if I was a seamstress, it's like, bitch, are you really ready to walk out my store with that shit? Oh my god. Hey, let me take my label. I gotta take my labels off this goddamn thing. Right?
Obviously, like, nope.
I ain't put my name on this shit. Like, hey, where's your label at? You don't need no label.
No, you
You don't need no label.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, that's a pretty bad feeling when you go to every store. You got to find extra shit that fit you. You got to be in that bubble for 40 hours of shit to find something that fit you.
For real. I can't do that. Like, I like to be able to walk in the store and know I can walk out with the pants and not have to order the shit online.
Right.
Or have to look for a store that's like big and tall or some shit like that, or
No.
big and shit. Like, I can't do that. Like, I'm sorry, I just can't. Like, I like to be able to go in the store, get my shit same day, and try the shit on, and then wash the shit so I can wear it tomorrow or the next day or a week from now. Like, I don't feel like to show up. Or I mean, I ain't got a problem with shoes, but I got a problem when my pants don't fit, or I got to wait for pants to come in the mail.
Question: don't seamstress pay by the square inch of fabric?
For seamstress, I don't know how they actually do it, but I know my aunt's a seamstress, and I think I want to say they either get paid by the hour or they get paid by the square inch. I think it is. Or it also depends on the material and the situation. I mean, in the piece of clothing too, though.
Right.
You get paid by the hour. You get paid by like the square inch for the most part.
Yeah, man, that's a boring job right there too. Like, that's like a boring fucking job. Like,
oh, I know it is. Shit, my aunt gets paid. My aunt gets paid though.
I mean, you gotta pay for the fabric. You gotta pay for the thread. You gotta pay for. I mean, depending on what type of clothes, the things you get, you gotta pay for the liner. It's like, lady, you a big girl. You a big girl. Are you sure you can afford this?
Yeah, this reminds me of my past when I used to wear 3XL shirts when it was popping in New York. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
The 3XL shirts.
Hell, I wear 3XL and I ain't even 3XL big.
if I try to
my body and shit, like, you know, I actually look good under my shirt because I only wear like a large. I wear like a large, but I wear 3XL just to wear 3XL just to be an ass.
I mean, if I put on the 3XL, I'm in a swimming pool.
Me too. Shit.
Exactly.
I am a narrow person. I am narrow. I will buy. Let's say, plus I ain't like I said, I don't do that whole buy the shirt that I'm swimming in. Like, you know, people see now. I guess I don't impress nobody. You know.
Yep, I wear baggy jeans on top of it, everything.
Shit. I'll dress in like a big ass shirt. Shit, look like a samurai and shit. The modern day samurai and shit out this bitch.
you be.
I'm wearing a 3X large and shit like that. A 3X large T-shirt and shit, and the shit comes down all the way to my wrist.
I used to wear that.
You be lucky. You get me out. You get me in pants that don't have grease spots on them.
True story.
Like literally pants that were originally tan that are now black from grease, but they've been washed so many times the grease just don't come out.
True story.
Yeah.
That's it. I'll walk downtown like that. I walk to Oakland like that, and there's somebody that says something.
Yeah. Hey, Blind, what did you think about the body positivity movement?
You're blind.
Your mic is muted.
His mic is muted. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you feel about the body positivity movement?
I think it's really stupid. It's just embracing obese people.
I'm sorry, I got to laugh at that. I think it's really stupid. Like, oh yeah, I wouldn't even expect that to come out your mouth. It's like, I think it's really stupid.
I got one word.
Continue, Blind. Continue.
No, it's actually really stupid and it's like backwards. And yeah, it's actually encouraging women to like be like below 10s more than like negative 10. Like it's just like it's just like really dumb. It's like a waste of time, a waste of life just to be obese and don't want to be fit and just want to like eat, be like shit. Pretty
man, Krispy Kreme, man.
Yeah, what's up, Trex?
I got one word. Diabetes.
Yes.
Definitely. High blood pressure, cholesterol, you name it.
And this is coming from me. I used to be fat, real fat. Like I wear like size 48 pants. So I was really big. So I'm telling myself as I drop a lot of weight, I'm telling myself like, yo, you see a lot of people that don't take care of themselves, that's because they don't love themselves. And I have to remind myself, I have to love myself so much to be careful with what I eat, make sure I'm active in my workout and treat myself well. Versus a lot of people, they like to be like, oh, being fat is cool, it's awesome. Don't judge me because I'm fat, but they don't understand that you open enough to diseases that comes in your life. You're not gonna feel good later on, you know?
Oh, I get it. This brought me to another topic.
Well, wait, we got to finish it out with Jay first. We got to finish out the rest of the people that answer that body positivity first.
All right.
Jay,
Let me hear your thoughts, man. Let me hear your thoughts.
You said, Jay, you said my thoughts on the body positivity.
Yeah.
Well, my thoughts is it's just an excuse for women just to go out and eat to steak and shake. I want to go out to eat Krispy Kreme. So I just want to go out to eat and gain all the weight and make a motherfucker like me. I'm like, I don't like you, bitch. If you was fucking 150 pounds, now you fucking 350. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on.
Funny thing is, I've seen big girls who claim they're vegans and they're like 500 pounds and you vegan. I'm like, you vegan and you 500 pounds. They're like, there's no such thing. There's no such thing.
That's salad dressing.
That'd be like being a crackhead and being 500 pounds. Like,
what crack you smoking? What crack you smoking?
Right, for real. I'm gonna need not to have that. I'm gonna need you not to buy that no more. I'm gonna need you to go with the original crack. Shit that make you look like this type shit.
The diet crack.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, these simps are
shit make you pawn your shit at your mama house. That type of crack.
Right?
Sipping, man. These simps, man, they give them so much power, so much validation to thinking that being fat is good. Bad behavior is good. Being fat is good. Not being nice to guys is good. It's the simps. That's the problem. It's not just them. It's the simps. That's the problem. They're the ones that.
These body positivity women can be my bodyguards with Track Sip.
That's nice.
My bodyguard. Crazy for that. Trax is a nut.
Well, my thoughts on it is, how is it that y'all, these body positive individuals, think they can go after a person that actually takes care of their body, but when a person that is basically just as big as them, just as wide and rotund and barrel shaped as them, they want to shame them, tell them to step up their game. How the flying hell does that work out? It don't. I mean, to me, it don't work out that way. That dog don't hunt. That dog don't hunt.
Well, I heard one of the many reasons why the body positivity thing came into play is because apparently there was a heavyset woman that wanted to date a bodybuilder, and he basically, made her feel like she ain't shit for the most part.
Oh yes, protect women, cater to women.
He made her feel like she wasn't shit, basically, because he says, "Why would I want to date you? I take care of my body. I would want a woman that take care of her body too." So, like, when you're fat and you're going after a bodybuilder, not all fat women are going to be able to go after a bodybuilder, first off. And the sad part about that, these are people at peak performance, despite the fact that sometimes they take some steroids. Well, most times they take steroids to get to where they fucking are. But you got to literally, like, live a lifestyle that the man's living if you want to be with that man. If you're going to be fat and eating every fucking thing in the house or eating shit that he don't eat, he doesn't want to be with you because you're not living his lifestyle. Now, basically like being an addict and then going back to your friends or dating a chick that's like a crackhead or a pothead, or not a pothead, a meth head, or shit like that. Why the fuck would you put yourself in a situation for failure?
Right.
Yeah, because if the guys like that are in shape, they got to be very strict with their eating. So being with chicks like that just eat whatever McDonald's that's around the corner, then the guy's not going to be in shape as he was, because all he's going to see is unhealthy food. And he's thinking, oh, my fat chick is going to make me some unhealthy food, so I might as well eat it. That's, So that's why he don't mess with those type of people. So
Yeah,
he
'cause
got
if you ain't eating baked chicken breasts or something healthy and shit like that with no butter added to the shit, and you ain't eating the rice or you ain't eating the vegetables that he's eating, why does he want to be with you? That's his lifestyle. Why does he want to change his lifestyle for you?
Yeah, people have to get rid of every junk food to get a strict, healthy diet to get that physique. So they have to really.
Oh, definitely do. Because I remember I said, I said when I was talking about like my regimen, like I remember I got rid of sodas. If you get rid of sodas from your life in general, like if you cut your soda intake down to one time a week, or if you just let's just put it this way, if you cut your soda intake down at least for like 2 months, you're going to lose about like 5-10 pounds.
Yeah, totally agree.
Right.
So if you can lose 5-10 pounds every 2 months, then think about how much weight you're going to lose for the next 6 months. That's a lot of weight.
I've been drinking nothing but water and like
water all
with
day.
Occasional. I mean, I don't drink.
No, he did not do that. Back up his nose. He's a trap.
I don't drink soda that much. I drink more waters and Gator. I mean, I do drink Gatorade. I mean, occasionally I drink coffee, but most of my diet consists of water. I'll buy like 2-3 cases of water and put it in my truck.
Yeah, see, and I come from Costa Rica, and I come from a mentality: only take what you can carry. So if a flood was to happen, and I can't carry this bitch and carry everything else, then guess who's not getting picked up? Guess who's getting left where they are? Like I look at it like, because like I'm sorry, I'm not going to carry a woman. I mean, I could pick her up if I wanted to, if I really wanted to, but if I gotta pick her up and there's like an alligator in the water, then how am I going to fend her off if most of my attention and most of my strength is going towards holding her up? I'm gonna throw her down here and let her get eaten by the alligator and swim off my damn self. Hell yeah! Like, thanks for being my mate. Now I get to lose your ass. Now you get to save me. From this crocodile and shit, right? Stop playing. Like no, like I'm not gonna. No, just no. I can't. I just can't.
That's fucking. I mean, it's what it is.
Yeah, man. When you that big, man, it's just like, how do you get through life? How do you walk? How do you eat? I mean, how do you get through life? Like, so that showed my 600-pound life. Like, come on.
For real, like, how do you do it? How do you what no, like how do you no, just no. Like I can't even get no words for that shit. Like it just agitates because like I can't see myself dating somebody who's fat. Like it's one thing if you're a pregnant woman and you had that man's kids and you fat for a little bit, but then you take yourself and you get back into shape. That's one thing. I agree with that one. That you just had some kids, take your time. Yeah. However, I will say this. All the women I've ever dated, when they've had kids, about 2 months after they had kids, they back down to the weight they was before they had kids. I'm just saying.
Right.
Like, yeah, it's just women that became so lazy, but over the years, like, damn, bitch. Are you that fucking lazy?
Yeah, like you're technically lazy. It's like not really it's not body positivity at all. I'm sorry. Because at the same time, while we're preaching as body positivity, it doesn't include men in the body positivity, it only includes women in the body positivity. So how is it body positivity if only women are getting the benefits of body positivity?
Yeah, how come these people they don't even fight for like GMOs being in the food these days? They don't even fight for that.
Oh no, shit. They don't.
No.
That's too much like right.
Body positivity, why don't you fight for these freaking GMOs that's on every food right now?
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah. It's making us sick.
And it's like everything, and like a lot of the stuff that they eat, like especially the high fructose corn syrup and sodas.
Yeah.
That shit's gonna kill you. That shit's gonna make you unhealthy. That shit's gonna give you various and almost any other health problem that you can think of if you drink too much of it. I mean, soda's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. But sometimes you got to cut back on the shit, or sometimes you got to switch over to the alternatives, or what it used to be when it used to have sugarcane sugar in it. Because the sad part about it in America, a lot of the sodas used to have sugarcane sugar in it. However, when the soda companies decided to make it cheaper, and they can make it cheaper and make fake synthetic sugars, everybody started drinking the synthetic sugars,
High
and
fructose
everybody got
corn
used to
syrup.
synthetic sugars. Now that's all they drink now. When
Yeah.
if you go to Mexico, you go to everywhere else. A lot of those countries don't let high fructose corn syrup in their countries. Like, it's still got to be sugarcane sugar.
And the people out of country tend to be a lot more healthier than the people here. Like, there's not a lot of Lizzos out of country.
Of course, it was like third world countries, like countries like that's
even
very poor.
even the chicks, they're like tens are way better than the girls here. You look at here, and then you go to somewhere out of country, you're like, damn, I'm in a different planet.
Literally,
I went to Jordan. Not only lost weight, but even though Jordan's a kind of a Western country in the Middle East, like, these women are better than the worst than the best Americans. The worst ones are better than the best Americans, and that's in the Middle East.
True.
And their personalities are easygoing. I'm not saying they're unicorns. I don't believe in that stuff, but they're easily to talk to. Compared to the ones here, it's like, oh, I'm better than you. I get more money than you. I get more. This mentality.
I deserve the best, and I'm a Disney princess. And
if I were to say this to them, like, first off, you may think you're bad, but I wouldn't date you. I've been outside the U.S. and I've seen ones that look better than you. That would hurt their feelings.
Yeah, true story. Because, like, it's funny when I say that, and like, people always laugh at me. Like, I don't understand what you're talking about, Tico. When they show me a picture of a girl, I go, she's a Colombian 4 or 5 at best, or Colombian 3 or 4 at best. And like, they look at me like, I don't understand what you're talking about, Tico. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know what I'm used to growing up. Like, this is what I'm used to. That's not what I'm used to. So she's a 3 or a 4. Why would I want to date a 3 or a 4 that would be a 3 or 4 in my country when I can actually get somebody that's better in my own country to date for the most part? Why would I want to date a 3 or a 4 equivalent? Like, you call her a 10 in your country, but she's a 3 or a 4 in my country. Why would I want to date that? Why would I want to date down?
Yeah. And another thing too, especially a lot of YouTubers here, a lot of so-called dating coaches / whatever, giving these advices to attract these modern type chicks. They always say, you got to gym mats, bro. You gotta work out and all this, all that. But if you go to another country, you don't have to be super in shape to attract them. All you gotta do is be cool, calm, and you'll be like, "Oh, I'm not from this country," and then you get to know them, and they're easily attracted to you because you're not in their country. Versus here, it's like, "Oh, you gotta get your money right. You gotta have a 6-pack abs. You gotta be like Jeremy Mix. You gotta have your jawline and everything." But if you go to other country, it's like you just gotta be kind to them, at least somewhat kind to them. You don't have to put
family oriented
too much. Too much peer pressure to attract them. You don't have to do that stuff. And that's the beauty of it. It's supposed to be normal like that. But yeah, this Western society it's no good. It's unhealthy. It's really unhealthy. Yeah.
Where is Jenky?
Yeah, where the hell is Jenky, man?
I'm still expecting him to show up. I'm hoping that he shows up at that, like, because I left it long. I'm letting it run long enough so just in case he might be doing something extra, he can show up. But if he don't show up, I guess we're.
Yeah, because it is getting late. Yeah, I'm about to get off too.
It's up late.
It's already fucking midnight.
Yeah.
Past midnight.
Yeah, I need 8 hours of sleep, especially working out. I need 8 hours of sleep.
How you working out in New York?
What's up?
How you working out in New York?
I work out at home. I'm at home.
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't need gym, man. Calisthenics all day. I don't need gym.
Yeah, like I know because I go to a gym that I literally have to pay like a high membership to, and they let me in the gym too, and I work out.
And I don't have to worry about attention, and because there's some chicks that they don't even work out. They just go to the treadmill and they just be looking at me just to get my attention. It's like, okay, cool, nice attention, but I want to work out. I want to go do my workout and get the hell out of the gym.
My favorite is the ones that do the ones where they all the exercises where they literally have to show off their butts or their inner thighs.
Yeah, those kind of exercises.
Or they'll do the squats. With the squats where they step sideways and they'll squat down and step sideways again and squat down with the bands. Like they always do those exercises to get your fucking attention. My favorite are where they fake like they're doing the with the deadlift, where they gotta bend over and show off their ass and arch their back and come back up again. Like, dude, like really?
Yeah. I just look at it for 2 seconds and I just go about my day. Some of them give their shaming tags saying, "Oh, does this guy like women? Or what is his problem and all that?" I said, "No, I'm focusing on my workout. You're not bringing nothing to the table. What you gonna do? You can't even say hello to me. You just showing your ass. You can't even say hello. Like, you're wasting my time." If you're not talking to me like other countries do that say hello, how you doing, where you from, you're wasting my time. You're just teasing me. You're wasting my time.
You about to say something, Glenn, or was that you that was saying something before?
Nah, this lack of communication.
Oh, yeah, definitely lack of communication with them.
Yeah, their family don't teach them how to like be respectful to other opposite sex. Like if you don't know how to say a simple as "Hi, how you doing," rather than just showing your ass, showing your yoga pants. Okay, cool, you show that, but say hello to the guy. Say hi. Say something.
Like praying past them, like I remember because when I go to the gym now, the gym that I go to now costs so much money the women aren't allowed in it. But it's like men's
they're on the outside.
Women are allowed in it, but the thing is though they got to be able to afford to actually get in the gym.
Right.
And the thing about that is when I go to when I used to go to LA Fitness all the damn time, like I used to have women that like I won't pay them no mind. They'll be right there in the front of the mirror because that's where everybody be in front of the mirror, so they can see everybody paying attention to them. And like they'll see me on like the inverted bench press and shit like that, and not paying them no mind. And you'll see them walk past me, to walk past like 9 water fountains, to come to the water fountain next to me on the bench press machine just to walk past me so I can see them. And they don't walk at the bottom of me; they walk over my head just so I can see their ass and shit. Like the fuck.
Yeah, I feel like, especially here in New York, like you get these girls who look like Alicia Keys or like very attractive ones, right? They don't have the balls to say hi to you or hey to you. Even if they do it at like a inconvenient moment. You know what I'm saying? They don't. It's like it wasn't expected for them to say hi. And it's like it's normal. Everybody says hello, how you doing? Your mom says hello, how you doing? Why can't they not say that? Why are they just using their yoga pants, their ass as a way to say hello to you? That's just teasing. You're wasting my time. Right. We know you got.
They like to hold people accountable. They never been held accountable. That's all.
It's like
because they don't want to be caught holding the bag if you deny them or turn them down. That's why they basically get you to actually do the approaching. So either A, they can turn you down and feel good about themselves even better, or B, so they can actually give you the time of day. And the sad part about that is that's exactly how it works.
Time, bitch. You better say hello something.
Yeah, like say hi. Damn. At least fake it with me like that one chick did while she was holding her iPhone and had an iWatch on her wrist and going to ask me for the fucking time. Like at least fake it like that shit. Like like at least be like, oh, well, you have the time on you. Like I can respect that, but like I know you're lying, my lying sack of shit. You just want my attention, but at least I can expect the fact that she attempted to try to get my attention. Or like the one lady that said, you should smile more. Like, bitch, who's you? Where'd you come from?
Yeah, I get that sometimes. They be like, oh, you should smile more. I'm like, yo, you should say hi more. Say hi. You don't say hi more.
You won't get the demand shit. Who the fuck you think you is trying to demand the time from me? You got your iPhone, you got your iWatch on, you got your iPhone in your hand.
Exactly.
You got the fucking time on it. even though I own one. I know they got the time on the screen.
Yeah, they got all
Right.
these DM. They got all these
I hate
DMs.
that
but
too. I hate that too, Taco. They talk about you need to talk more. You need to speak. You need to talk more to people. You need to
Yeah,
talk more.
they got
I
the
hate
them.
these.
Like they'll don't. It'd be sexist or misogynist if you tell them to smile or you tell them they need to talk more, but they can tell you this shit with carte blanche.
Yeah, they telling us, oh, we got to speak, but look at their DMs. They never respond to any DMs. So why you telling us we should speak when you don't even speak to anybody
Right.
in your DMs?
Mm-hmm.
So it don't make sense.
That's because their DMs are there so they can actually go back and look at it and say they
Yeah.
got it from all these men.
Or
That's all
just like
a pumper.
Or just like the example I say about the teasing thing, like, okay, you show me you give me choosing signals, you showing me your ass, but say hello to me.
Right. And you know what?
Literally.
It's so easy. Like women did make it so. It's so easy.
They're
Yeah,
on recruit mode all the damn time.
pretty much.
Like
Yeah.
we say in the game, like we say in the on Twitch, half these heifers is on recruit mode.
It is well said, like recruitment, like HR, basically.
Like, yeah, they
That's what
literally
they see us.
like you as a man gotta go through this world in like hard or hell mode, like doom hell mode and shit like that.
Yeah,
But you know, these heifers come in on recruit mode and shit. It's like the fuck?
yeah. I'm
100%.
They didn't want to celebrate top ball. We did so much better than the men. We should get paid more than the men or as much as the men. That's
yeah,
because your league ain't shit. If your league can get beat by a high school team, your league ain't shit.
yeah.
That's
I'm
sad.
too old. I'm too old for that shit.
I can get together a bunch of 80-year-olds that can probably beat the female soccer team.
Shit.
I'm too old for that shit.
I bet you elementary school could beat a fucking female soccer team.
Hell, I get my 6 children could beat a female soccer team.
God
And 2 of them
damn.
are toddlers.
Converse.
Like 2 of them motherfuckers is toddlers and shit.
God damn.
Because I know Lazlo would take him.
Shit.
He's 6, and I know he can take them. My 2 oldest daughters will probably be murdered in them because they literally play with boys. They play on a boys' team. Yeah, they be killing it.
Yeah, so I ran out of topics to talk about. It's just that gin thing, and so yeah.
Yeah, I want to end it.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Jay to roll back so we can do an outro with him and shit like that, so you don't feel left out.
Is he?
Yeah.
Are you still hitting him up? Where he's at now?
He fell out. Yeah,
While we're waiting for, oh, he's back. Okay. Well,
he's not back yet.
oh, while we're waiting on, like I said, did I tell y'all that I've been through New York during that quarantine shit?
Mhm.
Like, tell me how the fuck all these women are literally strutting across the goddamn overpass on 95 in goddamn yoga pants.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
the fuck? What the actual fuck? What aren't you supposed to be fucking self-quarantining your sorry ass?
Well, they're not self-quarantined for Chad and Tyrone, that's for sure.
I mean, why the hell you walking over an overpass? What you expected us? A fucking circle jerk my truck around and whip it around with a 53-foot trailer and say, "Hey, girl, you look nice in them yoga pants."
Yeah,
Yeah, they're not quarantining for Pookie and Ray Ray either.
they definitely not. Funny thing is, I got a message from TikTok, and TikTok, I don't take anything serious. I'm just doing it out of boredom. I got a message from TikTok saying, "Oh, let's meet or whatever." I say, "Remember social distancing." I made a sarcastic joke, so social distancing, but they don't care. They don't care these days.
Oh no, they don't. And I was about to ask you about your TikToks lately. Like, what's going on with you in TikTok lately? You
I don't
trying to
know.
get TikTok
I
hard?
find a creative way to kind of like, because I want to change my topic a bit. I want to find where I can make a serious topic but make it funnier at the same time, have a sense of humor at the same time. So I find a way to kind of have an idea of, wait a minute, let me talk about my situation of what happened to me and just create something funny on top of it, something stupid.
That's like AJ trying to be a TikTok star and shit over here.
Nah, I'm definitely not. I don't care about TikTok really. I don't care about TikTok really. I just like the creative side of things where I can post it on YouTube because you can save a video and post it on YouTube.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, you can save the video. Yeah, absolutely. Right away. There's a download button, and then they'll save automatically on your phone.
Oh, the MGTOW compilation shit.
Yeah, like a compilation. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm sitting there laughing like AJ's a TikTok MGTOW TikTok star and shit over here.
You know, it's funny. It's funny. I treat it like normal. I don't even put that word on my TikTok.
I noticed that. Like, how you a MGTOW TikTok star over here and shit? Like,
you know, it's funny. That's how I am outside. Like outside, you know, when I go live stream, I don't tell people, "Oh, I am this and that." Yeah. But my personality, they can figure me out that okay, this guy is not a simp. He's the type of guy that he knows us. You know, they can see that that I don't care if they look like Alicia Keys or the most gorgeous. They know that I don't play. I don't play the manipulation. They know I don't play. Just by talking to me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jay, if you look in the comment section, we're about to do outros, so we're waiting for you to come back in so we can do outros, pimp.
Yeah, where the hell is Jenky, man?
No, where's Jenky? Yeah, I know, right? He's gonna put the show together and then not show up.
Yeah, Jersey Tales was supposed to join in, but he's he is working. He's busy.
Okay, there ain't no wrong with that.
Yeah.
Hey, with that money.
Money. The money, man.
I bet he's getting booty right now. I don't care what y'all say. That nigga getting booty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No doubt.
I've been out.
No doubt about that. No doubt.
I've been out here since February.
No doubt.
Yeah. I've been driving. I'm losing my fucking mind in this goddamn truck.
Even some people say that to me, and I'm like, I don't care. Hey, whatever you think, as long you know that I'm not. You won't see a ring on my finger. That's about it.
Right.
That's a plantation. I'm not putting no ring on my finger. That's it. Shoot, that's
how
it.
could you live without a woman in your truck?
Yeah, but hey, we're not gonna do outros then. Since I'll do outros. I'll let Blind go first because it look like you want to go to sleep on us and shit. Like y'all niggas got me up late as hell.
Yeah, that was a good conversation. It was funny as hell. It was funny. It keeps me up.
What you say?
Eating chips. Yeah.
Oh, you're eating chips.
No, yeah.
What's up?
Oh, you said you're actually eating chips. Oh,
you eating chips?
Yeah, he said he's crossing some chips right now. What kind of chips you eating? Barbecue.
Tortilla chips.
Huh?
No, tortilla chips.
But yeah, I definitely gotta. But I definitely gotta be careful with TikTok now these days because even though I have a small following, but it's like I'm not looking for somebody, and some people try to like, you know, push me to want to like chase after. It's like, no, I do this for fun. I'm like a goofy dude. I do stupid things in my videos just for the fun of it. You know, I'm not trying to, you know, go to your house and be the Tyrone and Chatfield. I don't want to do none of that. I just want to have fun on TikTok. That's it. Huh?
Everybody falling out now.
Man, I got 3 bars of service and I'm still here. All these people on Wi-Fi. Come on.
A lot of people actually using their phones.
I'm using my phone too.
You're also stationary. Not everybody got the benefits of being around a place like you.
Well, I've had some pretty shafty. I've been to some pretty shafty bumfuck your banjos take off running truck stops.
Jay, where you go, Jay? We're trying to do this outro. I guess we're gonna do outros, and I'll say I guess we're gonna say
okay, cool.
We're gonna include Jay in our outros, I guess, because we ain't got much to really talk about anymore. We should definitely do this more often.
Yeah, sure.
Probably earlier in the day, so we won't all be staying up and not missing our beauty sleep.
Yeah, because this conversation definitely killed my sleep. I'm supposed to be going to sleep right now. Y'all guys killed me with the conversation.
I know, right? They're supposed to start at 10, but like you weren't there, and
I was on. I was supposed to. I was like knocked. I was pretty much asleep when I got the notification. When I looked at the notification, I got the notification that he was going live at.
10?
Well, I looked at it.
Yeah, it was supposed to go live at 10, but like eventually had to get forced back because Jenky was in, then he was out, and we were waiting for AJ to at least show up, but he came in later. Then there's just stuff like that, and we'll just let Blind MiGTOW do his outro so he can go sleep on us. Blind.
All right.
Blind. He's gonna wait sleep and say like. This was hell. This is why I be watching. This is why I watch his channel and shit because he be on some silly shit sometimes. He's in the background like this nigga's a trip.
Yeah, guys.
Do your outro, Brian.
All right,
Outro.
All right. Well, what do you want me to say for the outro?
Anything. Your outro. If you do outros on your channel, do the same outro. Not, give a shout out to while you're at it on the way out the door. I don't know.
That song, that Snoop Dogg song.
Yeah, right.
This is Blind Assassin MiGTOW. This is like 2020 COVID virus. Let's keep this shit going. Let's internet. It's like but this is Blind Assassin.
Let's keep this shit going. Like meanwhile, back at the rest, like I want to be at the gym right now.
Now, stay healthy, stay safe, stay MiGTOW. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, stay away from the plantation.
You go, AJ.
I will, AJ. Same.
He said you do the same. Yep, you damn right. I'm saying.
Yeah, me too. I remind myself every day. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Great.
AJ.
Yeah, what's up?
Your outro.
My outro.
Yeah.
Okay. So, guys. So, according to coronavirus, you guys gotta stay home. No pumping and dumping. No going from baby mama to baby mama. Stay home. Eat some healthy food. Play video games. Watch our videos.
Watch our videos. MiGTOW to win. Your turn and keep it short.
All right. Blind Assassin. The windage is 5 miles an hour from east to west. Target is 500 yards. You got a 50 cal Pua. You got a 50 cal.
What are you talking about?
Chronicles with AJ. Keep documenting all those chronicles. Eco Trent. Keep the steel on the tracks. This is MiGTOW in the wind. I'll continue blowing in the wind, and I'll try to stay out of Blind Assassin's way, and I'll try to blow into his path of depending on the target. Signing off.
This is Tico Trend. Subscribe to all these gentlemen, Blind Assassin, AJ, MiGTOW in the wind, and Yam, Baron Yam that was in here for a short period of time earlier, and also J MiGTOW. Definitely check him out. He's a good dude too. Sorry he's going to be in the outro. I was waiting for him to come back so he can do an outro with us. Definitely check him out. He actually got some really good content. The same with Blind Assassin. AJ is making some funny ass TikTok shit going on right now. Definitely check his ass out with his simple self.
Everybody loves me. I'm surprised people like my TikTok videos.
I'm not even gonna say shit because I don't want
I'm
to
surprised people like my TikTok videos. I am surprised.
Mm-hmm. But definitely check out MiGTOW in the win. His content's basically your dad telling you to behave yourself, basically. That's his style of content. Y'all have a good night. It was fun doing this live stream. We definitely got to do this again sometime, preferably earlier because a nigga needs his beauty sleep. A nigga needs his Costa Rican beauty sleep.
Oh, shoot.
Y'all have a good night. Peace.
Good night, guys. It's late. Good night, guys. See